Welcome back to Sideline Sorcerers. What a week it was for the pod, dude. We had an incredible showing.
I know. We did pretty good. And I sound horrible. Just want to put it out there. Ohio State Notre Dame game, that's what happened. This is what happens from that game.
Yeah,
I just wanted you guys to know that.
You got a little too rambunctious over the weekends, but that story is for another day.
Yeah, indeed.
Yeah, let's recap our picks for this week, though. So, Rhett, incredible week. You were so
Thank you.
You were so close to that 12-game threshold that I keep bringing up, but 11-5 is nothing to be sorry about. That was a great performance.
Thank you. I mean, you too. 10-6. That's really solid.
Yeah,
pick on the Houston game for sure.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, very excited about my Houston pick. That's really the only upset that really came through for me.
Yeah.
And, you described it earlier as a blind squirrel will find a nut eventually.
Yeah, dude. I mean, one of them was bound to come through.
Yeah.
So.
But that was the one I was most excited about. Houston pulling off the sneaky upset.
Yep.
Yeah, so excited about that one. But yeah, let's recap all the games here. So starting with Thursday Night Football, it was the Giants at San Fran. This was the easy pick here, San Fran with the victory. I mean, it shouldn't have even been a contest. Very easy pick.
Yeah, I know. I'm really impressed with Brock Purdy. He threw some great balls, especially that second touchdown to Debo. Looked really good.
Yes, sir. Yeah, and moving on to the next game, Atlanta at Detroit. We both got Detroit here. Yeah, they just kind of beat down Atlanta. Atlanta, was it just two measly field goals? Or?
Yeah, I think two coup field goals.
Yeah, nothing else exciting to share about that game. Bijan did not even have a touchdown, unfortunately.
I know. Lions look good, though.
Yeah, dude, their offense is a little exciting right now, even without Monty.
Yeah, I was impressed with how they played. Just one of those quick, sneaky games, not even close, nothing really to talk about. They played good.
Yeah, and then we got the Chargers against the Vikings here, and this one was pretty exciting. This was the highest over/under line for the week. I believe the over/under was set at 54.5, and it was a nail biter. It came very close to.
Thanks to Chargers head coach Brandon Staley. He was, he's always thinking with entertainment first and foremost. He doesn't care if his team wins.
Yeah.
In the playoffs last year, he's like, this is not exciting for the viewership anymore. I'm going to let Jacksonville sneak back in.
Yeah.
And then this one, he's like, this is not exciting enough. I'm going to go for it on fourth down with a backup running back in my own territory to give Minnesota a great chance of winning the ball game.
Yeah. It's just wild coaching.
Seriously, though, if you're going to go for it on fourth down in your own territory, at the end of the game, when they have no timeouts left, you'd think you would give the ball to Keenan Allen or Justin Herbert, but you give it to your backup running back who off 11 carries had 12 yards.
I mean, that's just downright abysmal. I don't know what
dumb.
He's thinking.
It's so stupid.
It really is, yeah. Or they could have given the ball to Keenan out of the backfield and have him throw it to Herb for a touchdown.
Yeah, that would have been even better, dude. I'm telling you, if they did not pick off Kirk Cousins in the end zone, which was lucky as it was, Brandon Staley would have been fired.
Yeah. I know you've been dogging on him this whole time,
and
but it's justified.
He still will end up getting fired. I guarantee it.
Yeah, I'm sure he definitely will, especially the way that defense has been playing. But somehow the Chargers held out the victory here.
So lucky.
Yeah, not sure how. Moving on, we've got New Orleans at Green Bay. This was the greatest comeback of the week, and what a opening game. This was the first game for Green Bay at home, I believe, and was it their first home game? Yeah, and so Jordan Love had a fantastic comeback for the fans at Lambeau.
Good for him. I mean, he struggles accuracy-wise. I think he was only 50%.
Yeah.
22 for 44, 259, one pick, one rushing tud. But good for him. Biggest comeback in Packers history, I think. So.
Yeah, I mean, it was not a good showing from Jordan by any means, but I mean, he somehow found a way to get the job done.
I will say, though, if Derek Carr doesn't go out, New Orleans will hang on and win this game.
Yeah.
Even though Jameis didn't play bad, but I mean, Derek Carr's a better quarterback. Right. And also, if they didn't miss that easy field goal at the end, they also win the game. So New Orleans just kind of imploded, and the Packers took advantage. So.
Yeah, I mean, Jameis did not lead the team to a single score, so I think that speaks to your point that New Orleans probably would have won this game if if
Derek boy.
Yes,
Yeah.
Derek stays in.
Mm-hmm.
But so yeah, I did get this one right. That was just a lucky victory there.
Dude, by the dick hair, man.
Yeah.
You got it by the dick hair.
Agreed. But what I did not get by the dick hair was Houston at Jacksonville. But I'm not going to rub that in anymore.
Yeah, dude, you got that by a couple dicks.
Yeah, a lot. Maybe like,
full
I think
dicks.
it was like 17. 17 dicks.
That's insane, man. I don't know what's going on with Jacksonville. They look horrible. Their defense looks bad. I mean, CJ Stroud looks really good, but I do think he was helped out by a horrible Jackson defense. Secondly, did you see a halfback, like a fullback, whatever his name was, back or some shit, returned a kickoff for a touchdown.
Oh my God, yeah,
Dude.
it was on the muffed kickoff, right? He dropped it, I think.
I mean, I don't know what, but either way, he ran all the way in for a touchdown, and he's like a halfback, bro. Like, bro's like a big dude.
I know.
He was rolling.
Dude, he just scampered past him
He
like a
did.
little javelina.
Dude, little javelina action for sure, man. So I must say I'm impressed with CJ Stroud. He looks really, really good.
Indeed.
He looks eons above many other quarterbacks, including Zach Wilson and Justin Fields.
Yeah, and he's got the emergence of Tank Dell at receiver.
Somehow Houston's like a fucking great pair of receivers. Tank Dell, and he's got Nico Collins and Robert Woods, even though, dude, Tank Dell took over Robert Woods.
He did.
In terms of your kind of wide receiver predictions.
Indeed,
but
he did.
You were close.
Thank you. Yeah, Tank Dell also outperformed Tank Bigsby.
Oh, I do. I noticed that. I was like, how are there two Tanks? Like, such an odd name, and now there's two of them.
Yeah, I love that a lot. But yeah, moving on to Denver at Miami. Dude, a record-setting game. History made here.
Yeah, I know. This was crazy, dude. If they kicked the field goal at the end, which they could have, they would have tied the most amount of points ever in an NFL game. But their head coach didn't want to send that message like they're chasing points.
Right.
But I would have done that anyways, bro. Like, you have
Just
a chance to set the record or like tie the record. Come on.
Might as well.
But that's noble of him, I will say. I mean, Denver gave up, and that was that. It's not even like Russell Wilson turned the ball over a billion times in one pick. Their defense couldn't stop anyone.
The Dolphins' offense is just too electric, bro.
Mm-hmm.
2 running backs, each with 4 touchdowns this week. That's unheard of.
That's crazy. Yeah, I don't know. It's inexplicable.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I don't get it, dude. But Raheem Mostert is a must start.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, he absolutely is, yeah. I've been starting him all this time.
Yeah, dude. All right, Tennessee at Cleveland, dude. What was Tennessee doing out there? We both just had a horrible pick this week.
Yeah, dude. Tennessee seems like the most hot and cold team this year.
Yeah.
But, I mean, Cleveland's defense is lethal. Myles Garrett's a menace. Deshaun Watson had his best game since he's come back, though. He played really, really well.
Yeah.
I will give it to him. He played really good.
He tossed Amari, I think, like a 43-yard touchdown or something like that. That was a sexy play.
Yeah, he looked good.
Yeah.
Admittedly.
Yeah, so I don't know what's going on over there in Tennessee, dude. I'm getting a little worried about their offense because I drafted Derrick Henry and DeAndre Hopkins to the same team, and it's like, if Tennessee does well, I've got a chance to win. But when they put up 3 points, it's like I have no shot at winning in my fantasy league.
Uncharacteristic of Derrick Henry for sure.
I think he had -7 yards.
I think he ended up 11 yards off 20 carries or 20 yards off 11 carries.
Did he have -7 at halftime? He had -7 at some point in the game.
I mean, I believe it for sure, but I do know he ended with 20 yards somehow.
Okay.
I think it was 11 carries, 20 yards.
All right, pretty bad. You're right. Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking. Maybe it was at halftime, but yeah, Derrick Henry just in a terrible showing.
No longer the king, dude.
No.
He's the jester now.
He's more of a jester kind of guy, yeah. King's fool. But yeah, hopefully he can turn that around a little bit.
Yeah.
All right, Buffalo at Washington. This one was a true beatdown, dude. Buffalo just playing their game and loving it.
Yep.
They're just taking them to Pound Town.
Sam Howell with 4 picks. Not good.
Yeah, that's a Josh Allen Week 1 performance.
Yeah, pretty much.
I don't know what was going on.
He was bound to have a performance like that. He's effectively a rookie quarterback. So
yeah. All right. Colts at Baltimore. So I missed this one here. I had said that If the Colts have Anthony Richardson, then I'm picking the Colts.
Yep.
But if not, I'm taking Baltimore.
I'm telling you, the disrespect toward Gardner Minshew you showed was inexplicable. It was absolutely uncalled for.
I know. I apologize for that to all of our listeners who picked Baltimore.
I mean, you know better. Remember Minshew Mania? Minshew.
Oh my God, dude.
Minshew.
Midnight
Mania?
Minshew.
Yes, exactly. One of our professors, his name was Min Chu. I always used to tell you about Minshew because you didn't really know about Gardner Minshew back in the day because he was a little bit, before you really got into football. But like in the same way, Minshew Mania and Minshew Mania, same energy, same energy.
I would have to agree. Yeah, I don't know how I did not make that connection, but that certainly seems like the stars had aligned there, and I just did not read them properly, dude. I was just rolling around in my bed there.
Even though he stepped out of the end zone and incurred a safety upon his team.
Yeah.
Even though he did that, they still won.
They did still win, so bad pick on my behalf.
Matt Gay slams like 4 50-yard field goals.
Yeah, dude. He was nuts.
He's like, Justin Tucker, who that guy?
Yeah.
He missed a 61-yarder. Mm-hmm. I mean, that's tough. You're not going to fault the guy for that, but Matt Gay just got it done.
Yeah, indeed he did. All right, we got New England at the Jets here. So we both got New England this week. That was such a low-scoring game, though. A little 15-10, little baby boy game.
Yeah, I mean, you hear that in the dumpster, dude? I think that's a couple raccoons.
Dude, they're scrambling around in there.
This was a raccoon game.
Indeed it was. Yeah.
Big time.
Dude, nothing was happening in this game. No excitement, no energy, but that's what happens when Zach Wilson is on the field.
Yeah, dude, they're unwatchable with Zach Wilson.
I would have to agree, dude.
I mean, this is the week where you should have sat Garrett Wilson. I should have said it this week.
Yeah. Yeah, that would have been a good call.
I mean, I think he's almost sittable every week with Zach Wilson at the helm.
Yeah, I would have to agree with you there, dude. But you did have some good starts and sits this week.
Cortland Sutton always pulls through for me, man.
Dude, he's like the only receiver on the Broncos worth starting these days. Jerry Jeudy has just fallen off the face of the earth.
Dude, he reminds me of like Henry Ruggs III or whatever. I know he didn't get a DUI and kill anyone or whatever, but like highly drafted receivers who just did not work.
Yeah.
That's both of them.
Yeah, that's a fair little comparison there.
Yeah.
But yeah, Carolina at Seattle here. So Seattle pulls through with a nice victory despite Adam Thielen having a monster game, dude. Adam Thielen is emerging from darkness here.
I mean, I don't know why everyone forgot about him. He was great in Minnesota.
He was.
Even behind Justin Jefferson, he was great. And then he goes to Carolina, everyone's like, oh, he's undraftable.
Yeah.
It's like, bro, I know he's
just,
got no quarterback.
I think it's just his age now because he's
fair.
33, so he's really getting up there for a wide receiver,
But he's good, though.
I mean, no argument there. I just think that
and I knew Andy Dalton would give him a better chance to win than Bryce Young. I was trying to tell people, and everyone thinks I'm crazy. But Andy Dalton put up a great game. 361 yards.
What do you think this means for, Panthers at QB moving forward? I feel like they're probably still going to want Bryce Young to play to continue to develop.
Yeah, those are valuable reps of experience.
Yeah.
I think they continue to play him for the most part unless it gets really bad to the point where it's damaging to his confidence and you got to sit him. But he's not been atrocious.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and hopefully Andy Dalton can serve as a nice mentor to him.
I mean, this proves that. I mean, he's capable of putting up numbers.
Right.
These receivers can catch balls, believe it or not. 361 yards worth of balls. So I think hopefully Bryce can realize that and take advantage of the talent he's got.
Yeah, I sure hope so because you do not want that talent going to waste. That would just not be good for a first pick in the draft. All right, Chicago at Kansas City. Dude, I don't even want to talk about this game. This is just abysmal. Our hometown teams, so just not necessarily hometown, but Chicago, Notre Dame, just what are they doing, bro?
Yeah,
So
I don't even care about the
brutal
Bears
weekend
anymore. The Bears are so bad, dude. They designated this game as the game of the week, and I could see that going into the season. You think, oh, Justin Fields, Patrick Mahomes.
Certainly not after week 2, though.
No. I mean, this is embarrassing. And it really should have been my survivor pool lock of the week.
Yeah.
Because They just lost their defensive coordinator. They're a mess.
Dude, yeah, indeed they are. I don't know what the Bears are doing. I'm a little worried that Justin's not even going to have a job after this year. I mean, I think that they might get rid of him.
It's more likely they get rid of the head coach before they get rid of Justin.
Yeah, that's a
Matty
good point.
Eberflus is hotter. He's more on a hotter seat than Justin is.
That's true. Yeah, that's a fair point.
There's not many guys walking around who could throw and run the ball like Justin does. So.
That's true. I am just a little frambombled as to what happened to the Bears offense from the end of last season when Justin was rushing for 100 yards a game. And, I mean, now he's just jacking around back there.
He's regressed badly. He's not playing his own game.
Dude,
and I think also teams have just figured him out, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, he's not as good of a runner, I think, as like Lamar or Jalen Hurts. And so it's been easier for teams to figure him out. Plus, they don't fear the Bears receivers like they fear Philadelphia's receivers or even Baltimore's receivers.
They just don't have any stars. You're totally right.
Yeah, even like after people thought like, oh my God, they got DJ Moore, we're set. It's like, bro, DJ Moore wasn't even that special, I don't think, on the Panthers.
He was just
fine.
An average player.
Yeah, but he's not as good. Like, I could think of a billion receivers better than him. Like, I'd rather have us gotten Chris Godwin or Tyler Lockett.
Yeah.
Very possible acquisitions there. I mean, both of those teams have, you know, an abundance of talent at the receiver position.
Yeah.
And I will say, by the way, one of those receivers in Seattle will be gone next year after the acquisition of Jackson Smith-Njigba. They need to get rid of DK or Tyler Lockett for sure.
Yeah. Can't argue with that. But yeah, moving on to, honestly, more surprising than the Houston upset is Dallas at Arizona. Dallas losing.
Yeah.
Dude, they were in the desert and they couldn't find water.
Yeah, they just starved out there, no water. They pricked themselves on a cactus.
Yeah, dude, I don't know what was happening.
Not prepared to play, looking ahead to next week and the following week at San Francisco.
I think the Trayvon Diggs injury caused them to lose some confidence. That should not have been
that bad, though.
Oh, it shouldn't.
One corner?
I think they just lost some confidence about it.
I mean, they just play defense completely differently.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're Trayvon Diggs right now, you're thinking, like, you have the hugest cock in the world. You go from letting up 10 total points in 2 games to much more respectable teams to giving up 28 points to Josh Dobbs, who I must say, he's gained my respect hugely. The dude's incredible. Great person, and he's playing fantastic given what he has.
Right.
So Trayvon Diggs is like, wow. I mean, like, look at my elephant schlong here.
Yeah.
You're going to have to pay me some big money going forward.
I would have to agree, dude. I mean, yeah.
But I don't think it's all that, though. You shouldn't be that impacted.
No, yeah.
One corner, bro.
I think that it was a combination of that, and they went into this game overconfident that, it's Arizona.
They shouldn't have been, though, because they have given each of their teams a run for their money.
Yeah.
It's funny. All 3 of these teams have been from the NFC East. It's like Arizona just got slammed with, the entire NFC East in the first 3 weeks of the year. It's
I guess
Jesus.
So. Yeah. That's a wild game for sure. All right, Pittsburgh at Las Vegas. So this was the Sunday night football game.
Yay. Yeah. So exciting.
Thriller, this one was. But yeah, so Pittsburgh pulls off the victory here. It was a relatively close game. Yeah, what else do you have to add to that one?
2 things. Kenny Pickett played better, kind of. Still not great, but he did have a nice touchdown pass to, I think it was George Pickens, yeah.
Was 2. It Calvin Austin?
Was that? Dude, yeah, you're right. You're right. That was him. Sorry. That was him, yeah. That was good. Second thing, Josh McDaniels kicking a field goal. I think it was 4th and 4, or it was 4th and goal on the 4-yard line. Something along those lines. I think it was 4th and 4 on maybe the 10 or something yard line. You're down 8 points. Limited time left in the game. The Steelers' offense is not good.
Yeah.
And you kick a field goal. So, yay, you're down 5 points now, okay? You still need a touchdown. It makes no sense to me. You have to go for that.
Right. Dude,
So
Vegas made a call. Like, Vegas made a call. Like, did it have to do with the spread? Like, what is the factor there?
I mean, I just don't understand. Like, if you don't get it, they're still backed up in your territory.
Yeah.
You get them to punt the ball away, and you're right back to where you were.
Right.
I mean, it just makes zero sense to me. Their offense was on a little bit of a roll. Jimmy G, he played all right. It's like either you get great Jimmy G or you get horrible Jimmy G, because one of his interceptions was absolutely atrocious. The first one, the defender made a nice cut and just cut inside of the receiver. But the second one, he just threw up for grabs and was horrible. The third one, it was at the last play of the game, trying to make something happen. Don't care about that. I think he had 1.5 interceptions, but the one in the middle was ugh.
Yeah, dude, I don't know what was going on there. That was just absolutely ridiculous. Yeah. All right. Well, moving on to our Monday night doubleheader. Was this the last one of the season? It might have been.
Yeah, this is the last one of the season, but I like these, dude. I like them.
Yeah, they're a cute
I
little
wish there was
combo.
a game every day of the week, to be honest with you.
Yeah, that is true. It would definitely enhance my degeneracy with betting. But yeah, I had some bozo picks for Monday Night Football, dude. What was I doing? I was just jacking around.
You
with
say
the
you don't
garbage.
like Baker Mayfield, but then you pick him to win against the defending NFC champions.
I know, dude. I was just getting a little too overconfident with Tampa Bay's 2-0 saucy record. They're at home, prime time.
Playing at home in Tampa, it's very warm. I mean,
Yeah.
obviously it's warm everywhere right now, but it's like there are much better home advantages.
That's true. Yeah, well, I had a bozo pick there. Philly just smoked Tampa in this game, and it
There
really
was a turning
closer
point,
than
though.
it should have been.
Mike Evans doesn't bobble that ball in the end zone.
Yeah.
I think they take the lead at that point.
Mm-hmm.
I think it would have been like 10-3. It kind of changes the whole dynamic of the game. Obviously,
Yeah,
it
the
didn't go that
momentum.
way. Jalen Hurts, I think, had the flu, so he threw a couple picks. Didn't
Yeah.
look great, but yeah.
I don't think those picks were really his fault, though. There were a
Really?
couple. I thought there was at
I
least
didn't see him,
one.
to be honest
Oh,
with you.
okay.
And he did have the flu.
Yeah.
So, but the thing is, I find it weird. Philadelphia always finds a way to score like the oddest amount of points. This is the
Yeah.
second time they put up 25 points, and it's like, how do you even get to
strange
that number?
dude? Well, there's that saucy little safety they got, I guess.
Oh yeah, because the running back got tackled
Yeah.
in the end zone. 2
Right.
safeties this week. Wow,
Yeah, that's
doesn't
crazy.
happen often.
Yeah, dude. And then closing out the slate for the week was the Rams at Cincinnati. And I definitely was a little too hot with the Rams, dude. I should not have picked them. I don't know. I just got a little too excited with Puka. With Puka's,
I mean, he looks good.
yeah. I just got a little too overconfident with his little connection with Stafford, and I should not have ruled out Burrow, dude. Burrow is not going to start a season 0-3 as the highest paid
Dude,
player.
I mean,
in
I'm
the
telling
league.
you, he'll start out 0-2 every year.
Yeah.
Maybe, but not 0-3.
Yeah, the
I mean,
Bengals.
he didn't even play great though.
No, yeah, he did not. But the Bengals are probably going to go on a little run here and win quite a few games in a row.
Yeah, the
I
next
would
3
expect.
games are pretty winnable for them. So
Yeah. All right. Well, I believe that closes out the recap. Again, I would say it was a solid week, 10-6 for me, and Rhett with a very impressive 11-5.
thank you, sir.
Yeah,
I do want
problem.
to say Matt Stafford threw a boneheaded pick as well. I didn't see the second one. The first one, he's getting tackled and tries to sidearm it like Mahomes while
Yeah.
he's getting tackled. Stupid.
Yeah.
Just go down, dude, or
Yeah.
throw it away if you can.
Yeah, those are mistakes that rookies would make, not people who've been in the league.
I mean, they should
for
have
so
won
many
that
years.
game. I mean, the Rams
Yeah.
had red zone issues.
Mm-hmm.
The Bengals were not playing good.
No.
I,
Chase had a good game. Chase finally emerged and had
He
a
did.
solid showing.
yeah, good for him.
Yeah.
I mean, it was bound to happen eventually.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, Joe Burrow, he went from one of the guys with the highest yards per attempt in the league to one of the lowest now. I mean, he's not
Mhm.
pushing the ball down the field at all. And obviously, he's still, having that lingering calf issue.
Yeah, I think there was the stat that said that like 90% of his passes are like less than 10 yards of airtime or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, he's dinking and dunking, but I mean, I understand why he's doing it. He did have a big completion at the end of the
Yeah.
game to, I think both of the 2 quarterbacks, like Stafford, like a big boy to,
Puka.
yeah, and like a 46,
Yeah.
and then like Jamar, like a 43 right
Mhm.
after that.
Yes, sir. But yeah, that closes out our week here. Now we can recap our starts and sits. Dude, I don't know what I was doing. Don't listen to my waiver wire pickups here.
I mean, let's be real. Rashid Shaheed had a return touchdown.
He had a return touchdown, but he didn't have a
Nothing else?
single catch, bro. So he had a nice little 6-point showing.
I did. Dude, I listened to you. I started Robert Woods in one of my leagues, actually.
Yeah, dude, I mean, I've been a little hot with the Houston receivers, but I just picked the wrong ones this week because I should not have started Robert Woods. Should have picked Tank Dell or Nico Collins because both of them did very well this week.
Yeah, Robert still put up 6.4, which I'll take. Wasn't a goose egg.
Okay. Yeah, better than Rashid. I guess better than his 0 receptions for 0 yards.
Yeah, we don't like that.
No, yeah, absolutely not. Sitting Marquise Brown was a bad decision too. He had like 60-some yards and a touchdown in that game against Dallas. So, yeah, bad calls on my end this week. One of your guys was irrelevant Christian Watson.
I guess he did end up starting.
Yeah, but your other two, I guess we kind of talked about both of them already, though. You had a nice pick with Cortland Sutton, who's just startable every week, and then...
Yeah, I was gonna just keep doing them, but I was like, nah, we're not gonna spam it.
Right.
But I do like him a lot.
Yeah. And then your Josh Kelly pick was not necessarily the best.
It was horrible.
Start. Yeah.
Like I said, what was it? 11 rushes, 12 yards.
Yeah.
Nice job, Josh.
Yeah, I don't know what he was doing there. But I'm sure that he will be a perma sit every week once Eckler is back.
Yeah. Perma drop.
Yeah, I would have to agree with
Dude,
that.
I mean, how does DeAndre Swift go for like 178 against the Vikings and then Josh Kelly came and get 12 yards?
Yeah, dude, what was he doing? All right. Best bets of the week. Rhett, going off this week, dude. Your college insight is incredible.
I love college football, man. Almost more than the NFL at this point. I love college ball.
What a week for you.
Thank you. Thank you, man.
It's that Notre Dame knowledge is just really just showing.
I'm trying, dude. I'm trying. Like, I really, really put some time and thought into these, and I'm glad they paid off, except for Purdue.
Yeah, dude. You had Purdue in the Giga Parlay at plus 1,886 odds for that lay, and Purdue loses to Wisconsin. But if they somehow pulled off that victory, I mean, that is a massive parlay to hit.
I mean, I was honestly surprised. Playing at home, Purdue did not look good at all. Wasn't even close. Their quarterback Card did not play very well. I mean, neither did Mordecai on the Badgers. But, Florida State covered in overtime against Clemson. So I did get maybe a little lucky there, you could say. But Florida State looks really good. I mean, I'm glad to see some more parity in the college football landscape, so it's good to see them playing well. Although they play Notre Dame next year, so that's a little scary. Georgia Southern against Ball State, not even close, dude. They blew them out by like 30-some points, so I love that.
Yeah, you smoked that line.
And then, I mean, we both agreed giving University of Alabama Birmingham, a totally competent team, 42 points against Georgia, who struggled against South Carolina, was a lot. And they still won by a bunch, but not 42. And so, I like those. Indianapolis, 8.5. I mean, they didn't need that, dude. They could have been favored by 3 points or 2.5 and still covered. So I like that. Tennessee, obviously, last bolt down. I thought the Chargers was the best bet of the week, even though, I mean, Brandon Staley tried to give that game away. So got a little lucky there. But, I mean, you had some good ones here as well. I was a little scared of Pittsburgh, but I did like that one as well.
Yeah, thank you. I was more confident in the Rams one, though, which is kind of what's blowing me away that I got the Rams one wrong. But, Pittsburgh did come through and get me a victory there. Unfortunately, the parlays did not hit, but the Chargers and Minnesota game did go under 54.5, which is nice. I do think that this line opened at 51, though, so hopefully you were able to get it at under 54.5 and did not bet it at 51 because it ended at 52.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, so still hit for us in the pod, but hopefully it was still able to hit for you as well. All right, I think we are good to go on to our Week 4 picks here.
Close the book on Week 3.
Yes, sir. All right. Week 4, starting off Thursday night. I think this is going to be a really good game here. I know.
Yeah, finally some good action. Dude, we got to watch Thursday Night Football in Prime Vision. I don't know if you're about this, but there's a setting, and this is not available like anywhere else, but on Prime Vision, it shows you the all 22, but stylized more in the sense like it shows you all 22 players, like it's zoomed out.
Yeah.
And so it doesn't just, I mean, it follows the ball a little bit, but it doesn't just like zoom in on the quarterback at all times. Like it's zoomed out and you could see like the coverage they're playing and you could kind of just maybe satiate your appetite for more of a intellectual football watching experience.
Really?
Like if you're trying to study the game a little bit more.
Yeah.
And you won't get this anywhere else, like unless you like buy the all 22 that coaches watch.
Yeah. So you have this?
I mean, yeah, if you have Prime.
Okay.
I mean, like, which all Thursday Night Football games are on Prime.
Oh, that's right.
There's a setting on there, and you switch it from the normal broadcast to the Prime Vision to kind of see this more alternate perspective.
I had not even heard about that yet. That sounds like it was invented by like some Harvard or Yale grads, though.
I mean, it's a great idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll have to check it out.
Yeah, for sure. All right, but yeah, Detroit at Green Bay. Oh, by the way, we actually got to preface this here. We have an enormous amount of different picks this week, dude. There's 16 games, and we have half of them different.
So I think I went 7-9. You went 10-6 the first week, or was it 9-7? So I was down by 3. We tied week 2, and I got you one game, so I'm down by 2 still.
Right.
So here we go.
So this could be the week that you pull ahead, or you get left in the dust.
Yeah, one of the two.
Yeah.
Hopefully not that, though.
Yeah. So Detroit at Green Bay. I am taking Green Bay this week. I know they did not play well, at least in the first 3 quarters of the game last week.
Yeah.
And Detroit does have a very solid offense, but I think that Jordan Love is going to have a good game this week. He's not going to have a repeat of last week where they don't score until the fourth quarter, dude. They are going they're going to make this happen against Detroit. They know that this is a high-powered offense, and they are going to come out firing this ball around the field.
Yeah, I'm excited for this game. I'm a little scared, though, that it's in Green Bay, but I just think Detroit's that much better of a team. And I think they've been tired of getting beat down by the Packers for all these years.
Yeah, no, that's a good point. Yeah, I don't dislike that pick at all. I could certainly see this game going either way.
I think Jordan Love has a bad game here.
Do you?
He's already struggling with accuracy. He got exposed in the first 3 quarters against New Orleans.
He did.
I think Detroit just held Atlanta to 6 points. Green Bay lost to Atlanta. I'm not saying everything is like equivalent like that.
Theory of transitivity right there.
I mean, I remember seeing this thing in college football. It was like a freaking 30-game snake chain.
Wow.
Where it was like James Madison beat Virginia beat NC State beat Tennessee. I mean, it just went on forever until like a tiny little school beat, like they're saying a tiny little school beat Alabama. Right. You know what I mean? Like the whole snake went around. Mm-hmm. Not saying like that, but I like Detroit.
That's like a little 3-game snake that you're crafting up.
Yeah, I'm just trying to compare the two. You know, I think Detroit's defense is really good.
Yeah, they do have a solid defense, but I don't know, man. Green Bay.
It's so incongruous with what everyone's thought about Detroit historically, and it's hard to reverse that mentality. But
that's
their
probably
defense
where my
is
head's
much
at.
better than it ever has been.
Yeah.
So.
That's probably where my head is at, and I guess we'll see if you prove me wrong again next week.
It's a tough one, though. It's tough.
Yeah, for sure. All right, Atlanta at Jacksonville. So I am taking Atlanta this week because what is T-Law doing out there? I am not liking what I'm seeing out of Jacksonville at all. They are just squandering. I don't know what they're doing.
You can't lose to Houston at home. But they're at home again here. They're going to bounce back. Good teams always tend to bounce back if they have an embarrassing performance. Mm-hmm. And Atlanta always tends to struggle on the road. So
that's fair.
This one seems easy to me.
Okay. Yeah,
I thought the last one, Jacksonville and Houston, was easy, but I think this one's easy.
Okay. Well, I think Bijan's going to have a monster game here, dude. I feel like he's going to run all over Jacksonville, and he's going to toss up like 2 rushing tuds and maybe like a little screen pass receiving tud too.
Wow.
I think this is going to be a really high scoring game.
You think so?
Yeah, surprisingly.
I see 23-11 here.
23-11?
Yeah.
11?
11.
Both of those scores are so unlikely, I feel like.
I mean, it could be within a point or two, but I'm getting squirrely about it, dude.
Everyone loves a good squirrel. All right. We've got the Rams at the Colts next, and I'm taking the Colts regardless of whether or not Anthony Richardson plays, dude. Maybe it's Minshew, maybe it's not, but dude, the Colts are pulling off this victory against the Rams.
Yeah, I mean, it's at home for them. I like it, but again, good teams bounce back, especially well-coached teams, and I think that the Rams' defense will frazzle Anthony Richardson. I do think he's going to play, so I think he'll get frazzled. He's a rookie quarterback, and I'm not placing my money on rookie quarterbacks.
Okay.
So I'm taking the Rams all day here.
He might just like scamper around them, though. I don't know if.
I mean, it's possible.
The Rams' defense probably isn't used to having to face these QBs who just get these scampers.
You really see the Colts going 3-1 though?
Yes.
Yeah? I mean, all right.
It's hard to say that with a straight face, though.
I mean, Green Bay, Indianapolis, those are very, very solid picks. Like, I could see those going either way for sure.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. All right, Baltimore at Cleveland. This is one of the tougher games on the slate this week. So I did take Cleveland, and yeah, you've got Baltimore over there, but I mean, this game could really go either way.
Yeah, I don't feel good, honestly, about my pick at all.
Yeah.
Especially being at Cleveland. Mm-hmm. But I just think that, again, Baltimore bounces back. Like, well-coached teams bounce back. I'm placing my money on the better coach and the better team historically in almost all these situations here. So, yeah, I like Baltimore to upset Cleveland here. Deshaun Watson, he had a great game, but he has not shown he can do that consistently yet. So,
no, yeah, he certainly is not. Yeah, he only had the one good one. I guess this is probably going to be a big determiner in where their season is headed, because Deshaun can't just be a one-hit wonder having a good game every 4 weeks or so.
No.
So, yeah, I guess we'll see what happens here. But, yeah, another 4 games in a row here we've got different. That is wild, dude. I guess we got 5 actually different here. So Minnesota at Carolina, dude. I'm taking Carolina.
I cannot believe. I mean, again, I could see this one happening. Again, I think there's a chance Carolina just pops. I mean, they almost did against Seattle.
Yeah.
If Andy Dalton plays, I honestly think they have a solid chance of winning this game.
Yeah.
I'm not sure where Bryce Young's at. I think there's a good chance he does play, in which I'm definitely feeling good about Minnesota. They need this win. They can't go 0-4. Kirk Cousins will probably throw up another casual 360-yard, 3-touchdown game. And I think like Carolina's just too young, too inexperienced, too prone to mistakes.
Yeah. I mean, it's wild that Kirk is tossing up those numbers. He's the number 1 QB in the league in terms of fantasy right now, and he's on a team that's 0-3.
I mean, he does. I mean, the pick, though, you can't throw that pick in the end zone. I mean, it got bobbled and shit, but, like, he was handed that game. It's like, here, Kirk, take advantage of this. I don't expect him to win the Philadelphia game. Like, that was fine.
Right.
What was their first game again of the year? They play.
I don't remember.
Oh, Tampa. Oh, yeah.
Well,
yeah, the 2 fumbles sent them back, though.
Yeah, they really should have won that.
They're better than 0-3, though.
Yeah, that is true, yeah. I mean, how can a team with Justin Jefferson be that bad?
Exactly.
Yeah, no, Minnesota is bound to get some wins here soon, but it's not happening this week against my Panthers.
Snarly little Panther.
Dude, yeah, they are going to be a little vicious this week. All right, Cincinnati at Tennessee. So we both got Cincinnati here this week. Tennessee just looks like not even a couple of raccoons, dude. They just look like a team of 53 raccoons out there after last week.
Dude, I don't know what's going on. I mean, Tannehill, he's my guy, dude. I love Tannehill, but I mean, he didn't make any mistakes, but he just didn't make anything happen.
Yeah.
And he didn't really have, I mean, his offensive line was horrible. Derrick Henry obviously couldn't get anything going, so I don't really blame him. But I feel like you got to do something a little bit more against Cleveland. So, yeah, I think Cincinnati should easily be able to win this game. I think they're on the upward swing.
Yeah, I think Tennessee's really going to have to pass the ball here big time if they want to stand a chance. I think it's probably going to be another bad week for Derrick Henry here because I think Tennessee is going to be playing from behind quite a bit in this game.
Yeah, that's fair.
All right, Tampa Bay at New Orleans. We got another discrepancy here. I am taking New Orleans. How long is Derek Carr out for, though? That is a question. Is it just a concussion, or is it his shoulder?
It's his shoulder,
okay.
So he'll be out for a few weeks. That's why I'm taking Tampa.
Okay, I remember during the game they had said that he went down and they thought it could have been a concussion, but then they updated and said shoulder, so I wasn't sure what was going on there. That's actually, I probably should have paid a little more attention to the injury report there because I do think Tampa will probably win this way. But I'm going to keep my pick. I don't mind
New Orleans. It's at home. Jameis Winston wants to get revenge against Tampa again.
It just concerns me, though, that, he put up 0 points, after Derek Carr. It's out.
He's bad.
Yeah.
He's going to turn the ball over.
That's true.
But...
yeah, I guess I'll still keep my pick at New Orleans, but I honestly probably would side more with you that Tampa Bay is probably going to pull off this victory here.
We'll see.
All right, and here we've got the game that I am most excited for this week, Miami at Buffalo, dude. This is going to be two high-powered offenses.
Two lions.
Dude, absolutely. It's just in a battle to the death here in this matchup.
Yeah.
It's going to be a wild one, dude. Is Miami going to toss up 70 and the Bills toss up 68?
That would be crazy.
Dude, that would be electric. I would like to see a huge game out of Josh Allen and Stephon Diggs and see if it can match the chemistry between Tua and Tyreek.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it definitely could.
Stephon, I feel is due for a monster game. I feel Tyreek has just been the one who's been getting all the attention for these monster games he's been having, huge catches. But Stephon's gonna get a turn in this game.
Yeah, this game scares me a little bit. I like your Miami pick, but when you put up 70 points, the law of averages has to kick in eventually. You gotta come back down to earth, man.
Yeah, that's true.
So I'm gonna take Buffalo here for sure, but I could definitely see Miami just rolling. I mean, this is the test for them. Are they Super Bowl contenders?
Yeah,
they beat Buffalo. They are the favorite, even over Kansas City, I think.
100%, and over San Fran. San Fran is still my pick to win the Super Bowl, but if they win this game, I might have to alter that a little bit.
I think San Fran will win the Super Bowl this year, even if Miami wins this game. I think Miami is due for, they're playing great right now, and they're eventually going to have to fizzle back down to earth a little bit.
Yeah. I mean, Waddle didn't even play last week, though.
Yeah, I know, I hear you.
You would think that would, have shifted all of the coverage over to Tyreek, and yet
he's unguardable.
Yeah.
Plus, when the Broncos just give up.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I wish this was the Sunday night game because this would be fantastic to watch in prime time.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just got an afternoon game here instead. Actually, it might even still be a morning game. Anyway.
Yeah. I do think that's a nooner.
Yeah, a little nooner.
Anyways.
Yeah, so we've got...
yeah, it is a nooner.
Okay. Nice. Yeah, next up we've got the worst game on the slate this week. The Broncos at the Bears, dude. What's going to happen in this game? I can't even fathom a prediction here.
I think Denver routs the Bears.
Yeah?
I think they go nuts on the Bears.
Dude, yeah, that's very possible. I mean, Russell has been putting up a lot of points. Generally, with the Broncos, they put up 35 in week 1, 20, I guess, in week 3. How many did they put up week 2? I forget. Who they
put up 16 in week 1, 33 in week 2.
Oh, you're right. Oh, the Commanders put up 35.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, my weeks are a little squirrely right now.
All good.
But yeah, no, I mean, Russell has still been putting up some decent numbers. I guess they're not great, but better than the Bears numbers at least.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I guess you're probably right. Denver should get a win here against the Bears. We did both pick Denver. Yeah, I mean, the Bears are just looking horrendous. They're probably going to go 0-16 this year. I can't see a team they get a win against. I would pick the Cardinals over the Bears. I would literally pick any team over the Bears right now.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Washington, Philadelphia. Definitely taking Philadelphia at home, coming off a bad performance from the Commanders last week. I I don't even think this game's going to be that exciting.
No, yeah, that's an easy pick for sure, dude.
Yeah, not much else to say.
No, absolutely not.
I do like Vegas at the Chargers here. I think that this one should be pretty good.
Yeah, a little division rivalry action. We'll see if Keenan can toss up another touchdown. But I'm a little upset that Mike Williams is out. Very talented player. Very tough to see him go. I think it was an ACL tear.
No, that sucks.
Yeah, so he might be done for the season there. But yeah, so Josh Palmer is going to be filling in his shoes.
Mm-hmm.
Quentin Johnson might get some action now. Hopefully Eckler comes back this week. If not, then it won't be till week 6 because of the Chargers bye. But yeah, we both got the Chargers this week here. I think that this one should be a good game, but that the Chargers should edge out a victory here.
Yeah, I mean, Justin Herbert has impressed me. He's playing great.
Yeah.
I don't think he's thrown a pick yet.
No.
He went 40 for 47.
That's an unbelievable
That's like
amount of
85%. That's crazy. The fact that he threw only 7 incompletions on that many attempts is impressive. And I know it was against a bad defense, but he has been great.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that Jimmy G's banged up now with a concussion. They could throw points up against the Chargers, but I really do like the Chargers to win this game.
Yeah.
And cover the spread.
Yeah, that's a good pick for sure. That's actually one of my best bets for the week is the Chargers to cover the spread.
I like it.
Yeah, but we've got Pittsburgh at Houston as well this week. So this, I think, was the last game. Yeah, this is the last game that we differed on here. So I am riding the Texans, dude. I'm freaking being a Cowboy this week.
That is crazy, dude.
Riding my Texans to another victory over the Steelers.
See, the problem is, I almost wanted to pick off C.J. Stroud off the waivers because he's been playing great.
Yeah.
But I look at his next couple games. He's in for a struggling session, dude. He's got Pittsburgh defense, New Orleans defense. He might even have New England in there. He's going to struggle a little bit despite, I think, being the best quarterback of his draft, at least so far. So I'm going to take Pittsburgh here. The better defense, the better coach right now, more experience. This one feels like a no-brainer to me.
Okay. You said that last week about the Jacksonville-Houston game.
I know.
All right. Dude, what if the Texans just come in clutch again?
It's possible. Dude, it's possible.
Dude.
Maybe it's not much of a no-brainer, but I just think you got to take the better defense against a very youthful quarterback here.
That's fair. Yeah, maybe the fullback will just return 3 touchdowns for them. And then
He's the it factor, dude.
Yeah,
He's the unexplicable. You never know what could happen.
Yeah, I like that. All right, the next game here is the true no-brainer of the week, Arizona at San Fran, although we did kind of say that about
It never is
Dallas
a
last
no-brainer
week.
with the Cardinals anymore, I guess.
Yeah,
It's
evidently
never.
not, although it should be with the 49ers, dude.
It will be.
Yeah. I don't know what else to say about this one, dude. I like this.
Yeah, Arizona's putting a lot on film. They're going to get figured out here. I don't think their games are going to be that close going forward, despite I like Josh Dobbs a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Happy for him.
When's Kyler coming back, though?
I think he would be able to come back by week 10 or so, but
okay.
I don't think he's going to come back at all.
Yeah.
I think they're going to just either save him because there's no value in playing him.
Right.
Either he plays bad and his trade value goes down, or he plays well and you have a worse draft pick. So I think you just sit him and then you assess at the end of the year whether you want to draft a quarterback or you want to trade him or you want to keep him and trade the first or second round pick you end up getting.
Yeah, that's
so
probably
I
a
don't think
smart
Kyler's
decision.
coming back at all this year.
Yeah, I like that decision. Yeah, sounds good to me.
He looks good though. I saw on Instagram he posted a little video of himself. I mean, he looks
Did he
good.
really?
I mean, his knee looks gnarly though. I mean,
Ooh.
he's still got it's dry and scabby.
Oh, yikes.
But he looks like he's in good shape though.
Okay, well, that's good to hear. All right, we got New England at Dallas here. We're both taking Dallas in this game. This one should be a solid game, I think, based on what we saw last week. I think that Bill Belichick is going to hold the Dallas offense a little bit.
Dude, I would love to see Bill fuck up the Cowboys, man.
Yeah?
I would love it. But I do think Dallas is going to pull it out. I think back to several years ago, Dallas went up to New England, and got absolutely butt fucked by the Patriots. So I think that it's going to go the other way this time, especially the Patriots' offense is not good. Their defense is okay. I think this is going to be one of those, like, it could be another 23-11.
Dude,
honestly.
That would be a squirrely game.
So that's that.
Yeah, moving on to the Sunday night game, we've got Kansas City at the Jets. Kansas City's getting an easy win here over Zach Wilson.
Yeah, this would have been my Survivor League pick had I survived, but I thought too much ahead. I should have just taken the Chiefs this week. And then look at all the good games I could have taken. Dude, I could have taken
Houston over Pittsburgh. You could have taken Carolina over Minnesota.
No, I would have taken San Fran, I think. But then honestly, I don't honestly love that much going on this week. I had already taken Philadelphia.
Denver, dude. Denver would have been the lock of the week.
Don't trust them enough yet, dude. I don't trust them.
Over the Bears?
I don't trust them.
Okay.
I know I said they'd rout the Bears, but I don't trust the team.
Okay.
I don't trust that team yet at all.
Fair enough.
So, anywho, yeah. Should be an easy game, but the Jets have a really good defense, so it'll be interesting to see how Kansas City navigates that. But yeah, this would have been a nice Sunday night football game had Aaron Rodgers been playing.
Yeah,
like,
I would have
been
liked
great.
to see that a lot.
But now it's just like any other primetime game, dog shit.
Yep. Can't argue with that. And then closing it out is another bozo game.
How do the Giants get 2 back-to-back primetime games? They hadn't played. Like by this time, it'll be almost like a week and a half since they played, which is kind of crazy.
Yeah, they're so terrible. They should not be in primetime. But Seattle at the Giants here, both hammering Seattle this week, dude.
I'm surprised that, I mean, again, Vegas is always knowing someone we don't know.
Yeah.
But I just can't believe that they're not favored. New England or the Giants just got pounded by the 49ers. Seattle had 2 great back-to-back weeks offensively.
Mm-hmm.
And yet they're underdogs.
Yeah.
I mean, I know they're on the road, but I just don't see it. I think Seattle's a no-brainer here.
Yeah. Hopefully I don't make the same mistake I did when I hammered Green Bay over Atlanta when they were underdogs.
I know. But I think we have more on tape now.
Yeah.
We know more now.
That's true. Yeah. All right, well, I think that closes off the slate for week 4. Let's see if we can finally get one of those so difficult but so coveted 12-victory week.
That's not happening this week, dude.
No?
There's too much up in the air this week. Too many tough ones.
Well, it's certainly not happening for both of us because that would just be impossible with our 8-game differential.
That is mathematically impossible.
Yeah. Yeah, not even Minshew could solve that problem.
I think I'm probably go like 9-7, and you're going to go 7-9.
Okay, fair enough. All right, moving on. We've got our fantasy starts and sits this week, and I've been giving picks that are just waiver wire snags, dude, but no more. No more waiver wire snags for me, all right? Except for maybe the first one, Adam Thielen might in some leagues, still be available. He's still available in 40% of leagues, I think.
Yeah.
But he should definitely be rostered in your league, and I would start him this week.
I think he's wide receiver 1 on the Panthers.
He definitely is.
Mingo is not, dude, he's a dingo.
Yeah.
I mean, he's not
Mingo
playing,
the dingo.
Yeah, I mean, he's not getting the separation he's needed right now. Adam Thielen's a veteran.
No, yeah.
He's playing good.
100%. And then, of course, Tyler Lockett's on your team this week.
You just got to start him every week.
Well, yeah,
it's
I know
undebatable.
You're already starting Tyler Lockett in your leagues, but just my prediction is that Tyler Lockett specifically is going to go off in this game against the Giants. If you're in a half PPR fantasy league.
I honestly don't love that, though. I think he's a must start every week, but I don't think he's necessarily going to go off this week.
No?
I'm not
Dude, I've got
high on it.
Lockett is going to grab 10 catches for 100 yards and 2 tuds this week against the Giants.
Dude.
He's getting 27 fantasy points in a half PPR.
There are some receivers that don't travel well. And I love Tyler Lockett. I don't know. There are some receivers out there that don't travel well. Yeah. Amari Cooper, especially on the Cowboys, he would disappear on the road.
That is true. Yeah, he is flying very far.
Dude, he might fall off the plane.
Yeah, but dude, he's a Seahawk. He's a bird. He's got
true,
those
dude.
wings, dude. They're
I
emerging.
did see, dude, the Seahawks, and this is just locationally, but They have to travel the farthest this year in terms of mileage. It's like 33,000 miles.
Wow.
Whereas the lowest is like the Bengals at 11,000 miles
way,
and Green Bay as well.
That's
and it makes
wild.
sense. I mean, they're in the Midwest. They are centrally located. Seattle's all the way up there. I get it. But that's like 3 times the amount of the lowest team.
That is a lot of travel. Yeah, it's a good thing that they're Seahawks, dude. They've got wings. They can go by boat. They're going
Very
all over.
versatile.
Yeah, dude. I like that. But yeah, so we're starting Tyler Lockett and come back to the pod next week, dude, after Tyler Lockett gets 27 points in a half PPR fantasy league. Dude, Vegas leaked the script to me. I'm telling you.
Oh, wow.
Dude, Lockett is getting 27 points. I can feel it.
Okay.
All right.
I would like that. I mean, I have him in a couple leagues, so I like that.
Yeah. All right, and then closing out my starts and sits this week, we've got Dameon Pierce. We are benching him, despite I'm like Houston this week.
Yeah, I mean, he's like washed. I mean, he has not played well at all.
Dude, so if like in fantasy, try and trade him because like last week he had a touchdown. So his numbers were a little bit inflated. He had like 30 some rushing yards again. I think he had like only 30 rushing yards every week so far, which is terrible. But his like little 13, 14 point showing this past week could maybe be, I don't know, some sort of value for you to be able to trade him away in your fantasy leagues because you do not want him on your roster. He's not going to get a touchdown every week. I mean, he is just a sit.
Yeah, I agree. I like that.
Yeah. All right, let's hear yours.
I like Jerome Ford. I think that Baltimore is very runnable. Zach Moss kind of ate him up. So I think Jerome will do the same.
So are you worried about Kareem at all or not so much?
No, he's an old man, dude. He's just there for short. I think he's more of a receiving type back.
Okay, that's fair.
I think George Pickens and Kenny Pickett will continue to foster their relationship. So I like him again here. I'm going to dog on Ramondre again, going back to week 1. I don't like him against the Cowboys. I think that they're going to play from behind and get shut down. Ramondre has not played great this entire year.
And Zeke, I believe, had 16 carries in the last game.
Zeke is outplaying Ramondre somehow.
That's wild.
That is crazy.
Yeah, so I mean, I don't think that Zeke is going to take over the backfield, but it certainly seems like he's going to have a more involved role in this New England offense.
I agree, and that's why he's getting sat.
I like that.
Breece Hall, similar to Dameon Pierce, both rookies last year, got hurt, and now they just have not been great.
Right.
Playing against the Chiefs, they're going to be playing from behind. Chiefs' defense is really good this year. Breece, you got to sit. I sat him this past week, which almost seemed unthinkable going into the season, but it worked out.
Yeah, I mean, basically no Jets player seems to be startable at this point.
I mean, Garrett Wilson, I should have said to Sim this week because the week before he got that lucky touchdown.
Yeah.
This week he didn't do anything.
Yeah.
So
who knows if he will at all.
Yeah, I mean, I would sit him too. Honestly.
Yeah. Not a bad pick at all.
All right. I got a slew of best bets here. I'm just going to run through them. Like we talked about, Seattle. I like them to win the game, so bet on their money line. Seattle at the Giants. Under 47, I like a lot. I think it's going to be a low-scoring game because of the fact that it's on the road for Seattle, so I don't think they play as well as they have offensively the last couple games. I like Tampa Bay's money line right now because I don't think Derek Carr is going to play. I think Jameis Winston is going to play and not be very good. Detroit, -1. Of course, I think they're going to win. I think, they are. Yeah, they're 1-point favorites, which I am a little surprised about. I think they would have been underdogs, to be honest, but I still like that.
I mean, basically, like, -1 is, like, pretty much even odds.
Yeah.
Like, they're hardly
I mean, if they were at home, that's basically saying they would be like 4-point favorites.
Yeah.
And then a slew of college football games here.
You got a lot of them.
I know,
like
dude. This is almost, I feel like I'm throwing so much up at the wall and seeing what sticks, but, like, I put all these down as I was going through, and I was like, all right, I'm going to eliminate a few of them. But, like, I kind of just fell in love with all of them.
Wow. It's like a little romantic relationship is forming.
Dude, I would love to get 5 of these. If I could get 5 of these, I'd say that's a win.
No, it certainly is, yeah.
Akron, -2.5 at home against Buffalo, who's 0-4. Akron's played great. They almost beat Indiana University. Indiana.
Yeah.
In overtime, 4 overtime, dude. I know you probably didn't see this game.
Oh, I did not.
They lost in 4 overtime to Indiana.
That's unreal.
So I think they play pretty good, even though they only have 1 win. They're 1-3. Then you have James Madison, who's 4-0 against South Alabama, who very streaky team South Alabama is, but for James Madison, 4-0 to only be -3, I think they covered that. I think it's even at home for them. Actually, maybe not. Needs to look in that, but either way, they're covering that. Colorado, this goes back to what I was saying. Good coaches, well-coached teams bounce back, especially at home now. They got butt-fucked by the Ducks. Now they're going to cover against USC, who's very defensively deficient. They struggled defensively against Arizona State, I think it was, this past week, even though they pulled away eventually. Georgia at Auburn. Auburn's got major quarterback problems. They look horrible. My freshman year in college, 4 years ago now, they were such a weird team, dude. I know you probably don't remember this, but they were the only 4-loss team besides Texas who was ranked 25 at the end of the year to be ranked. And they were ranked in the teens.
No way.
Because they pulled off a victory against Alabama.
That's unreal.
But they've come down from that hugely now.
Yeah.
So I think Georgia covers here against Auburn. I think Arizona covers against Washington, who's looking ahead to their matchup against Oregon. 18 points is a lot to give to a pretty good Arizona team. Then I think LSU covers +2. I think they win this game against Ole Miss. Even though it's at Ole Miss, I think LSU pulls this off. Ole Miss struggled against Alabama, who's not very good. And then you got Mizzou here against Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt, again, not very good. Mizzou probably should be ranked. They're playing pretty good, so I think they cover the 13.5-point spread. And then finally, Penn State, looking ahead to their following matchups, they play somebody and then they play Ohio State. I think the team they play in between this game and Ohio State's also kind of a good game for them. So they're looking ahead, not necessarily giving much credence to Northwestern, who just played pretty good against Minnesota. I think Penn State wins by a fair amount, but not 27. So that's what I got for you guys. I know it's a lot, but I think I could, if I get 5 of these, I'm going to be happy.
Yeah, I mean, you would be plus money if you hit 5 out of the 8. So yeah. I like that. And you certainly know your college ball picks better than I do. Other than Notre Dame, I do not follow college football as much as you do.
It's fun, man. It's fun. You should get into it, too. I think it's almost better than the NFL.
Yeah, I should probably start betting the lines that you give because they would be profitable. And
I was going to say, if I have a good week here,
yeah, I would be encouraged to watch it.
I mean, I did pretty good last week, man.
Yeah,
so
I like that. All right, moving into my best bets here. We didn't really talk about this one yet. I don't know if you'll like it or not, dude, but I don't think I've ever seen a 14-point spread on the books before, and Arizona is getting 14 points against San Fran.
I do like it. Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, I mean, especially against their performance against Dallas. I mean, Arizona can still score touchdowns. I mean, that's not really a question. Good defense or not, they've still been scoring. So I do not see Arizona losing this game by 15 points.
Yeah, I definitely can get behind this for sure.
Yeah.
I just think that they've been so close and they've had such over performances, they've overachieved,
right?
That eventually they're gonna have to come back to earth.
A little regression.
So I could see this going either way, but I ultimately like the value.
Okay. All right. Just like you said, Seattle money line. We're hammering that against the Giants. Then we're taking the Chargers -6 against Las Vegas. I just do not see Vegas being able to do much against.
Yeah, especially if
Chargers.
Jimmy G's banged up now from a concussion.
100%.
I mean, who's there? Oh, I think their backup quarterback is, there's 2. They could be the guy from Purdue, Aiden McDonald or McConnelly or something. Oh, my gosh. Their backup quarterback, this Aiden guy, could be pretty good, honestly. But I still think, on the road against the Chargers.
Right. Yeah, I do not foresee them doing a whole lot.
Oh, yeah, Aiden O'Connell.
Okay.
Yeah, he played good in the preseason. So
yeah, I just don't foresee him coming in.
No,
just in.
I would like to see him play.
Chargers.
Though. I would like to see him play.
Yeah, no, that would be solid to watch for sure.
Oh yeah, Brian Hoyer. Brian Hoyer is a veteran.
Didn't he used to be on the Browns?
He's been all over. I know he was on the Patriots. I know he was on the Colts. Let's see if he was on the Browns. Let us see here. Yep, he was.
Yeah.
I mean, he was been on like almost every team. He's been on the
Wow.
Steelers, the Cardinals, the Browns, the Texans, the Bears, the Niners, the Patriots again, the Colts, the Patriots for a third time.
Oh my God.
And then the Raiders.
That's unbelievable, dude. He's probably made millions upon millions of dollars from just being a lifetime backup.
Yeah, I do remember he started some games against, for the Colts in 2019.
Yeah.
He's actually not been horrible. I mean, 53 touchdowns, 35 picks in his career. That's not bad.
Oh, yeah, that's relatively solid. I like that. All right. Next up, we've got Philadelphia minus 7.5 against Washington. Now, I do not see this game even being close. I mean, the Bills just put an absolute beat down on Washington by like 32 or 34, something like that.
Yep.
Like, there's no way that Philly doesn't cover 7.5 here.
Yeah, I do like this. I like this. I think it's honestly a little much though to give to Philadelphia. I'm surprised it's that high, but I do like it.
Yeah.
Okay. If it was 5, I would bet it all day long.
Okay.
But I could see them winning like one touchdown. Like I could see Washington getting I could see it being like 28-14, and then Washington getting like a garbage time touchdown to make it 28-21.
All right, well,
and then you lose.
Yeah, let's hope that does not happen here. All right, and then closing out my bets before the parlay, we've got Baltimore at Cleveland under 41.5. Now, that is a low line, but hear me out, dude. We've got this new strategy that we're betting here.
You're going to tell the world?
We're telling
our
the
new
world,
strategy?
Maybe, I don't know if we should unveil it. Maybe I'll just do it anyways, just because.
To just unveil it so that
we can get viewers.
Yeah, I mean, if somebody watched all the way 107 or an hour and 7 minutes into the pod, they deserve it.
Yeah, I would have to
let
agree.
them have it.
Yeah, because this one's definitely cashing. So the strategy is to bet against the public when Vegas has reverse line movement.
It's you and I against the world, man.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
So, like, this line, I believe, opened at 43 points. And I think that it was like 70% of the people are betting the under on this game. So, the natural thing to do would be... Oh, sorry. I think I said that wrong. 70% of people were betting the over of 43 points. So the natural thing for Vegas to do would be to move the line up to maybe 44, 45 points to, try and collect some edge off of all those people who are betting the over. But instead, they move the line the opposite direction you would expect. So Vegas moves the line down to 41.5. Like, that makes me think that they're encouraging you to take the over still. So you got to bet the opposite and bet the under here.
Yeah, I like this for sure. I think it is going to be a low-scoring game. Both are good defenses. So.
Right.
Cleveland games do tend to be low-scoring right now.
So that's going to be the sneaky lock of the week. We're going to see if that hits. And, an hour and 7 minutes into the pod, you listen to that, you are going to be filthy rich in the coming years as you follow this strategy.
Yeah, you keep listening to my college football bets.
Yeah.
Could be
Bezos cash, dude. You're going to be a green goblin. The Musk money.
Dude, the last 5 minutes of the Sideline Sorcerers pod is just the cash cow.
Dude,
just a honey hole, dude.
Zuckerberg zillions.
I love it.
All right. Well, other than that, I do have a couple parlays here. It's just combining the under 41.5 in Seattle money line plus 300, and then the full parlay is plus 2752.
Those are some girthy odds. I like it.
Those are quite girthy. I honestly would not bet the full parlay here. That's too much to bet here.
Yeah, I think Arizona or Philadelphia is going to fall through.
Yeah, one of those is definitely not going to hit.
Yeah. Oh, well. I wonder what I'm not doing any parlays this week. I've kind of disenchanted with the parlays.
Dang, dude.
Because one thing doesn't hit and it bones you. Like
That's
Purdue
true.
doesn't hit and it bones me.
Yeah.
But if you were to string together all these college football bets, I mean, you think that's probably like plus 4,000 or something.
Oh, it would definitely be more than that, bro. 100%. 8 of them.
I might have to try it out and see what it is. But they're all minus 110 because
Yeah.
they're just the spread. So
Right. It would be significantly larger. I would bet that it would probably be like more than plus 10,000.
wow.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try it right after this, guys.
Okay.
I'll try it. All right, well, that does it here. I'll let you do the outro and let my mouse in the house rest.
Fair enough. Yeah, you've been talking too much for that voice box to handle your
Hopefully I didn't set myself back.
your damaged esophagus or whatever you got going on over there.
Yeah, dude, me yelling at Kyle McCord down on the field, dude. I was like, I thought that my yelling would impair and impede his ability.
I wish it did.
But no, he's like 3rd and 19, easy peasy.
Yeah, well, just do better with your yelling next time, okay?
The guy next to me had a whistle and a half, dude, and like every time he would do this, it was like he'd only do it like every 20 minutes. He would just unleash this absolute like cockadoo whistle, and like everyone was like,
Wow.
"Shit, man! Like it's serious when this guy whistles."
What was this for exactly? Like, why are you whistling like a cockadoo?
Just like the 3rd down whistle, man.
Really,
Get everyone
like,
hyped up.
for Notre Dame when
Yeah.
Notre Dame was on defense or offense?
Defense.
Interesting. So they need a big stop, and he comes out blaring with the whistle.
It was honestly like the clutch whistle. It's
Yeah?
like shit, like, and
Dude,
it
sounds
works.
like the brown speckled warbler call.
Dude, it was. This guy was crazy, man. He was a nice guy. Nice guy.
Good stuff.
I remember we're like, "Are you gonna go out after?" He's like, "It depends on the outcome." And like my buddy, who's like a very neutral fan, he's like, "You're gonna go out after?" He's like, "Depends on the outcome."
Yeah.
So we all know he didn't go out.
Yeah. All right. Well, that concludes the 4th episode here of the Sideline Sorcerers. I feel good about this one, dude. I think we're going to have a saucy week, and I'm really liking our best bets here.
Yeah, I agree. I'm very excited to track my college football ones. So.
Yes, definitely. Well, be sure to stay tuned in for week 5 next Wednesday. And as always, thank you so very much for listening. We're super stoked to have you guys tuning in. But yeah, until next week, we will see you then.
Yep. Thank you guys. See you later.